Just
Hey, everybody. Again, we made it a week of just every day being here, giving out some awesome stuff, weekdays, I should say. And it's Monday, and we're back again. And we're giving away some more Scott Fishbowl spots because we can. Why wouldn't we? So we are here today. Calculator. As you can see, I actually tried a little bit when naming this stream, and we were not super prepared, but we have the DTC logo up there in perfect unison with the Fantasy Cares logo. I think that's a great way to look at it.
I agree.
Mesh.
The DTC has been extremely supportive of Fantasy Cares. So
yes, we are all
big
very
shout out
big
to Dynasty Trade Calculator. Bob got to go on the handle and the Dynasty Trade Calculator handle that he runs. So he has some questions and got some people qualified for races today.
Okay, and let's just jump into it. The first question was, which QB was entered into the calculator most often this week? I love how specific that was, and then how unspecific it became.
Yeah, he ended up taking the top three.
Because Bob is
answers, but that's okay. That's okay.
Way too nice of a person.
He was being nice. Yes, he wanted people to be in the running. So he took the top three. So we have we actually have like 10 competitors in this one.
So just in case people are out there and they are curious, the top three QBs searched in the past week on dynastytradecalculator.com were Kyler Murray, CJ Stroud, and Anthony Richardson. And we have,
which one do you want out of those three? So rank them. Let's do it. Let's do our Wall Street. Go ahead and rank them.
Anthony Richardson, Kyler Murray, CJ Stroud.
I give up Murray for Stroud right now too. So I think I would go Anthony Richardson, Stroud for Murray for right now. As soon as I hear Murray's, give me a health report.
Murray, I know before the season starts, I'm going to find one or two teams that are just really good that I might have like one extra draft pick that's an extra first, so I can go get Kyler. So hopefully halfway, you closed your thing.
Go on.
Okay, so halfway through the season, I just get Kyler Murray on this very good team. So while I know you and I are lower than most, I still want to try and go out and get one at least, just in case. And I have a couple of Stroud and Richardson just because that's what my teams are being bad and letting me to get.
I think I would take Stroud if I was in a startup, but since most startups I would do would be auctions, I would just go with whichever one of those two is cheaper. But Richardson's the one that I would want at the top two. So
yeah,
we should mention we are on the Dynasty Trade Calculator podcast network doing a show that is very similar to what we just did, where we talk about groups of players.
Right. We should probably talk about that.
We probably should. So Dynasty Wall Street, and we do that. We do that. This is what we do. We talk about the value of players and who we want and in what order and stuff like that. So again, thank you to Dynasty Trade Calculator. Big sponsored stream today, folks. In case you're not getting it. They were supportive and let us do some fun things. So all right, back to sharing.
There it is. All right, hold on. Add to stream.
All right, first race. So this is the quarterback. Who is going to run? Do I want to say run like Kyler Murray at this point? Maybe not.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Kath in the middle, just jumping out to a start. Nathan on the bottom, trying to keep it a race. I'm Joe saying, did everyone else freeze? Oh, there it is. I am Joe coming in, crossing the 10 by themselves, but slowing up a little bit. If this is Dynasty Hoser
lost it at the end.
At the last second, coming in for the win.
Congrats, Dynasty Hoser. And obviously, folks, we always like to give the runners up another shot, right? So I'm Joe's.
I don't know. I am
going to be playing later.
I think Joe just didn't show the.
He really did give up there at the end. He really did. By the way, these are all finals. We did say that, right? You're in Dynasty Hoser. You're in
Hoser.
SFB.
You are in SFB spot coming your way.
Yeah, these are not heats. These are win your race and you are in. I'm Joe.
Don't race yet.
Okay.
The next question we had was which running back was
yes.
entered into the calculator most often this week? And another one that Bob was too nice on gave us 3, and the answers were Travis Etienne, Javonte Williams, and J.K. Dobbins. That is such an interesting group of running backs.
Etienne, Dobbins, and what was the other one?
Javonte Williams.
I want in that order: Etienne, Dobbins, Williams.
Well, that's not the order I read it in, but that's the order I agree. Okay. I think too many people are in on Dobbins at this point that he's not at the price I want him at anymore. And I think people are a little too low on ETN with Bigsby there because I think maybe they thought ETN was going to be a workhorse, which he shouldn't be. Honestly, I don't want Javonte until I see him play and play well, because I think there's a good chance this is like a wash year for him, which makes him a third-year running back without really any NFL experience. Like we're talking Trey Lance of running backs at this point. It's going to take a while for him to get back.
I like ETN quite a bit. Bigsby doesn't really scare me off of liking ETN.
He needs another running back there. ETN should not be an every down back. And Tank Bigsby is very good at a lot of things, but he's not great at anything, in which case you have jack of all trades, master of none, but then you have master of being really fast and someone who's gotten good at catching the ball, which Bigsby's at. So yeah, ETN definitely belongs on top. And I've always liked Dobbins, and hopefully that Baltimore offense isn't boring as hell.
Alrighty. I'm with Joe. Gets another chance here. Let me know when to hit start, Russ.
I'm ready when you are. Let's go.
Alrighty. I'm Joe is back in this race too. So he got the answer right to 2 of the questions. Congratulations.
I would have gotten most of these wrong, I think.
All
right, but Chris coming out on the bottom, a little bit in the lead, but I don't know how to say Kaizai 10, sure. But Joe is jogging along up top saying, I want to make sure I'm getting in. I don't want no runners up race. And just jogs his way in.
Not leaving it to the runner-up race for Joe. Nope. Straight up in there. All right. Now he will just be, that'll be an empty slot now. So
I was going to ask, do we go down to third?
No.
Okay.
T Mike.
John is not Bob. That's what I learned today.
I pretty clearly set it up. I mean, I guess we could have I'm Joe race again and knock people out if we want to go that far. All right. What's your next question, Russ?
The next question, which wide receiver was entered into the calculator most often this week? Again, too nice. Treylon Burks, Michael Pittman, and Chris Olave. Now, if you've listened to Dynasty Wall Street or John talk in general about wide receivers, you know that Chris Olave is tiers ahead of the rest of these, which I like Burks and Pittman a lot, but that's right. He is tiers above them.
Yes.
But what are your thoughts on Burks and Pittman right now? Both of them coming into pretty much new offenses.
I still like both, but you're right. Neither of them is close to Olave for me. So it makes me curious why Olave is getting searched. Like, do people think they can suddenly just go get him? Good luck.
Well, it's very interesting because this is kind of the time where quiet can equal discount. We're not talking about Chris Olave right now. I'm not saying he will be cheaper for any reason whatsoever, because nothing went bad for him at any time recently. But I still think the fact that we're not talking about him might lead people to get a little less, which might be able to get him not moved cheaper, but moved in general, which is always a nice little change. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe people are trying to see if they can tear up a little bit because there's no good news about him.
So only 2 people got either of those 3. Only 2 people. So we have a head-to-head rush between Tim Hickory. What?
I was going to say, what about Burks and Pittman? What's your order for those 2?
Probably Burks. I think I'll take. I don't know. It's close.
I'm going to take Pittman ahead of Burks, but
I don't know. I was ready to move on to the race, so
I needed to gauge your answer to see how right I am, because you're smarter than I am.
That's not true. But yeah, I mean, I guess push come to shove, I'd probably take Burks over Pittman. That's probably just my age bias, I'm guessing. Yeah. So Tim Hickory versus Alex Hova, head to head for a spot in SFP.
Wow, 2 people, full names and Twitters. Let's go.
nice thing here is somebody's definitely getting a second chance in the runner-up race. Like, definitely not missing out.
And I feel like
there.
they know that because they're not trying. Okay, there you go. Alex is
Saving it
a little bit. They were absolutely just like phoning it in, knowing that they're going to get a second chance. Tim,
one of these
come
times
on.
when we have a big race, like top to bottom, we'll have to watch the back to see if the people in the back move this slow the whole race. Oh, come on, Tim. All right, he saved it. Tim was saving it. Congratulations, Alex Hova. Tim was clearly saving it for the.
Good thing you played against that person.
Yeah, clearly saving it for the final race. So, all right. Speaking of the final race, this is going to be a tight end question, I'm guessing.
Yes, it is. Which tight end was the third most often entered into the DTC calculator this week? And this one, he finally stuck to his guns and stuck with one answer.
Because he asked a question that only allowed for one answer.
Yeah, but
I mean, well, they all did, but whatever.
But four people actually guessed Chigakonkwo. I never would have thought to answer Chigakonkwo. It's a good one because he's one of the very few pass catchers. Him and Burks is really it.
That's it.
So
I think Chig is starting to get to the point where I might need to start looking to trading him away.
Yeah.
So what do I have to add to Chig to get the Pitts? Like that's
whatever the value of Pitts is.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd be willing to pay it. I think people are starting to really like Chigakonkwo. Like
he did pretty well.
I like him. Don't get me wrong. I like him, but I think his value is getting to the point where I start to think it's maybe a little bit much. So, all right. Well, we've got the last of these directly ins. So we've got Cole Granger back, Dad Bod, TNFF, Auction Joe, and CG back. Winning in. You get a second chance.
All right, Cole coming out to a little bit of a lead. Everyone's sort of just lazily jogging behind. Oh, there you go. Beck's trying to catch up a little bit, but Cole's just saying, nope. It's been so long. I want to get in. I've been watching all of these. And
Chick-fil-A fueled him.
That big tray full of Chick-fil-A in his SFB 13 Chick-fil-A shirt. That's what he needed. That's what got him in. Congratulations,
Cole Granger. And he does have that Chick-fil-A shirt that he wore to Chick-fil-A to eat in. Maybe I should go get Raising Cane's today. I don't know. All right, so now we've got our runners-up race.
My shirt has a llama eating tacos. Does that count?
Sure, go get tacos. So we've got TB Mike, Tim Hickory, and CG Beck getting a second chance at it. There is going to be a blank in here, so if the blank wins, we will just go with whoever gets second, which would be fitting.
Oh, come on. If the blank wins, no one gets in. No. Come on.
No. All righty. So the blank is just a true blank. It's going to be totally out in front now. You know that.
Yep. Yeah. Blank's taking the lead, but TB Mike. Maybe he was the one saving it up. He's got crossing the 20 with no one past the 40 yet. Slowing down a little bit. People catching up. But nope. TB Mike's just like, no, this was mine the entire time. Don't even fake it. This is mine.
Tim Hickory, second places again. We've also got a race for anybody that's finished third place in a race today. So CG Beck finished third in that race. Dad Brett finished third in the race before that. So we're really going to try and motivate some people here. Just keep trying. Keep trying.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't get first. You didn't get second, but that doesn't mean you give up. You'll run another race, right?
Lose. It's how hard you try or how much fun you have.
Sure. So keep on trying. Keep trying to get into SFB. We will continue to run things like this and getting people in. Alrighty, let's see who's getting third this time, or who's getting first this time.
More importantly,
no more third here.
Saying he
second
needs
and third do not matter. Second and third do not matter. Got to win here.
All right, and Beck is saying, "I've been saving it up for this."
Had some chances. Got to be loose.
Mug Wump forever. Catching up, that is an interesting handle right there. But it looks like E.G. Beck is going to cross the finish line. Is he going to get it all the way in? Yep. E.G. Beck.
Congratulations, C.G. Beck. You are now in SFB. Alrighty, Russ, you know what time it is.
It is time for me to highlight this person's name so we don't forget who won. All right, we are here again after the last race to be like, no, not enough people have gotten in. We need to reward you people that enjoy coming and hanging out with us. And since today is brought to you by Dynasty Trade Calculator.
Stop. We're going to run a race, and you have to predict the winner. So start right. You're going to have to predict the winner of a 2-person race right here. So it's not going to be just the first people that are in. How many people? How many people should we give a spot to here? So we are going to have Bob Harris and Scott Fish race.
All right, so here we go, everyone.
So however you want to do it, however many people you want to give in, Russ, but they have to pick the winner of the race correctly.
And you can only choose one.
Yeah,
do not
only choose one.
Type both names in separate things. If you do, I will hate you forever because I won't catch it. John will, and John is a very mean person.
I'm so glad I read the comments.
I said it out
Scott
loud.
And Bob said, "Let's race."
All right, so go right now. Throw in who you think's going to win.
Make your pick, folks. Got to get some answers in here. How many are we going to take here? Did you get out a name?
Well, we usually give out 12, but that's usually just typing in one thing. So let's make it a little bit more exclusive. Let's go 10 people who guess correctly.
All right. So you have to guess. You have to guess Scott or Bob, and you got to be in the first 10 to guess that.
I love that people who are already in watch this stuff, and we get wonderful answers like Gil saying it's going to be a tie.
Yes. Thank you, Gil. Yes. And then the Fantasy Cares actual account. Bob Fish. Yes.
And it's great because that wasn't me. I'm guessing
that's Bob.
That's Bob. I'm guessing
making our job just a little more challenging. Oh, my friend Grant is watching, and he's cheering for Bob in this race. He is already in as well. He will be drafting at the Cincinnati Live event. Folks, in case you haven't heard, some of these drafts for SFB 13 are going to be live all across the country and the world. The world, yes. Jazzy hands. So if you are looking to draft live, go on to scottfishbowl.com and look for live interest. You can sign up. If you've already signed up for a division, but you want to draft live, guess what? You're allowed to change your divisions at this point. So we're not locked in. If there are spots open in a live division, go ahead. It says Bob will be at the Dallas draft. Yet Bob will be at the Dallas draft. Scott will be at the Minnesota draft. And I think another, but I'm not sure which, so I'm not going to say it. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be at Minnesota, and I'm safe to say that. So do we have enough yet? I will be at the Cincy one.
John will be at Cincy. I will be at New York and maybe Philly, depending on if I can. I tried to lay the groundwork to get my wife to let me to go to the Vegas draft, and that failed miserably right away. Right away.
Yeah, I really do think maybe at least I should be at the Vegas one. Maybe no. I think it's on. I don't know. I do think at some point we do have to start traveling around to them because I think it's gonna be fun. I know Scott went to a couple last year. So all right. Yeah. Do you think we have enough names?
Probably.
All right. So you're gonna have to go back and check for Scott and Bob once we.
All right. And as of 11:36, no more votes. We are running the race now, so no more votes. So hopefully you got yours in time.
All right, we've got Scott on the top, and we've got Bob Harris on the bottom.
All right, I hope you guys did your stretching. I know you guys are a little long in the tooth.
Careful here. Ooh.
Bob Harris spending his energy on those first 30 yards. Scott taking it a little slow, about a 20-yard lead for Bob Harris. And I don't know if Scott's even trying on this one. Scott's just there it is. There was the burst, but wasn't enough. We're crossing the line at the same time. Close. Oh, Bob just makes it at the end.
Well, congratulations, Bob Harris. Well played.
Let's see how many people believed in you. Let's scroll up, scroll down. I scrolled too far.
Oh wait, you said we're going with 12, right? Or 10? You said 10. All right.
We have. All right, well, that's not all right. Well, GG's. I hope you're still watching because if you win this, we're gonna need to know who you are.
Can I get it's literally just GG?
Apostrophe S.
GG apostrophe S. Okay.
Brandon Caro.
K or C?
Carrow. Perfect. The Streetsathon, Streetz-a-thon.
Okay.
Wow. Bob got almost all of the original votes. SD Cochran 99.
Okay.
So sorry, Dan, you back to loser on that one.
Hmm.
Fantasy Ladder.
People just trying to suck up picking Scott. Didn't work out for you.
Actually, only one person so far. I haven't had to skip.
Oh, no.
Here we go. It comes into this. All right. We got Jared Glidden, Jarrod. Just throw a G at the end of that. There you go. So here we go. We got T. Vagel picking Scott. We got Zach picking Scott. Mark picking Scott. Gill here for a tie. Joe Simonetti picking Scott. Andrew Parent picked Bob. So Andrew Parrent. Grant Bodkin.
I know he's in, so I'm not going to put him in the race.
All right, here we go. Gridiron Greek, who voted for Scott. Cole Granger voted for you, John. So there you go.
For me,
John, you got a vote.
I'll take a vote. All right.
That's all the Bob votes we had, actually.
All right. So we didn't get to 10. So we're going to have some blanks. That's fine.
Oh, wait. No, hold on.
Oh.
Tilted Gambit. That is the last one before I said no more. So we got 8.
All righty. So if the blanks win, the blanks don't count. It's got to be somebody that's not a blank that wins. All righty. We've got 8. Let's see what we got, Russ. Oh, the blank ended up at the top.
All right, here we go. Andrew P. and Tilted Gambit trying to make it a bit of a race. Tilted Gambit spending all his energy early on. Let's see if that's... Oh, no. There's more energy. Tilted Gambit up at the 10, having a good 10-yard lead. Fantasy Ladder. Oh, no. Might be putting him at the bottom.
There's always just a sprinter at the very end that comes from nowhere.
SD Cochran 99 out of almost nowhere comes in and just wins that spot. Congratulations.
Congratulations. All righty. Do we need to go through? I'll go through the winners here real fast and say them again. So SD Cochran getting a spot. Bob Harris getting a pride win over Scott Fish. Congratulations, Bob Harris. CG Beck 5 getting a spot. TB Mike 727 getting a spot. The Cole Granger getting a spot. Alex Holva getting a spot. I'm Joe getting a spot. And Dynasty Hoser getting a spot.
Yep, them's the spots.
Those are the spots. Congratulations, folks. And again, go out, buy merch, sign up for the live drafts. Make sure you're signed up for Scott Fishbowl. Follow Dynasty Trade Calculator at FF Dynasty Trades on Twitter.
Yes.
Bob does put out some pretty fun like polls and things like that. And obviously retweets trade polls, things like that. So you will get lots of thoughts when you put up trade polls. So.
Yes. First, John, check the private chat. But also, don't forget, you don't have to be in Scott Fishbowl yet to go buy your merch. So many. I mean, look at what John's got an awesome shirt going on. Check Twitter right now. We have everyone posting all of their stuff, wearing their shirts out in the wilds. We did happen to give a spot to the first person who did that. I don't remember who it was anymore, but not to say we won't do something like that again. So
that's always fun.
That's always fun. So seriously, if you're not in, buy stuff anyway. If you're in and you chose your division, buy more than just one anyway. Again, if it were not for Scott Fishbowl t-shirts, John and I would not have t-shirts. We would not.
My whole family is getting in on it now. It's bad. Like my youngest, she ordered 5 this year. Yeah. So I just ordered 3 more hoodies for my wife because she didn't have any hoodies, and she saw mine and she's like, I want those. So, So we got more. So RotoWare does have their shirts out now for pre-order. So you can go to RotoWare and pre-order your SFB shirt. I don't know the deadline on that, but I think it is maybe a couple, I think they usually give a couple weeks, right? Yeah. So it's probably mid-June. So if you want the RotoWare shirt, go pre-order that.
There are 3 on there. I bought 2.
Nice. I'm going to guess pizza and Baskin Robbins. Yes.
I'm not
the pizza one person. Is so good.
But like the Baskin Robbins was one of my favorite designs from the beginning. And then I saw Little Caesars, and I have such a soft spot in my heart for Little Caesars. When I was a kid, we used to
Holding
go
up the marker, so good.
we used to go to Easy Video, was the video game rental place near us, and then Little Caesars was right next door. So that's like childhood to me. So I'm like, I'm not going to not buy that too. So I got both of them.
Can I confess that is like my kids' go-to? Like they love Little Caesars. And I, as a parent of 3 who are swimmers, don't really mind it because when they want pizza, they eat it.
No, they got to carve up.
So like, yeah. And, you know, if I can save some and they like it, that's fine by me. So.
Oh, and Streets-a-thon says the Taco Bell. Seriously, like I haven't eaten Taco Bell in years because of, yeah. But like that logo on a hoodie just like is fire, as the kids say, like 10 years ago.
I'm La Rosa's Pizza, which is obviously a Cincinnati division. All right, we should get out of here. Scott did confirm it's June 18th is the end date for the pre-order for RotoWare. So go get that taken care of. Yes, ST Cochran 99, La Rosa's. Well done.
La Rosa is a very different thing by me. But thank you everyone for joining along, watching along, playing along. And we will be back with more. At Fishbowl Merch has the link to go and buy your own merch, plus also the ridiculously cool SFB13 pint glass and so much more. Check all of it out. You know, maybe we'll tweet out more ways to get in. Maybe, just maybe. On that note, bye everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Do we need an exit thing, Bob?